Ingakho-ke i-meditation akuyona i-meditation lento yokuhlala phansi hayi. I-meditation is to be in tune with the dynamics of what is happening
within you and out of you.
And I mean, there's not even an outer you. There's an extension you. About Sabantu, it's an atmosphere. We call it an atmosphere. Just the fundamental movement of Umuntu comes from the dialogue of action within this.
That's right.
So if the state of dialogue is wayward, then
communication is lost.
What do we mean, Messi? Asikho isidingo sokuhlala. Yabo. Umuntu avela kube ngathi yabona
ukuphabana nesiko this that. Yeah.
Kanti izinto lezi ekumele si-overstand yona manje kufana nalento yokuthi abantu bayathuka bajabula ngami nampa ngithi yabo mama usudlulile isikali sakho sizohlala endlini yokuqala mekungena abantu.
That's right.
Yaza ngathukanga ileyo. And uyi-Christian kodwa ileli Christian eliyisinto.
Open to an idea.
Yabo leliyisini.
We are embracing.
Yeah.
That's right.
Lizohlala lapha ya. Ngoba khona into abantu abangafuni kuyi-overstand. That's why we have chapels. So that we can wait for inyama. It decomposes bese sibuyisa ithambo. Ithambo is a true hard drive. That was the first
memory. Build it, King. Build it.
So we have found ukuthi abantu bebese soul bakhuluma nge-perception. They can't phantom ukuthi a soul
grasp it.
Is a physical dense thing. When you go inside your bone, you find a marrow.
That's right.
That is the actual soul. Because
the juice of the
that
soul.
Is where the information of a living thing is.
It's stored.
Umbilili. Umsebenzi wawo. Umbilili unama-pointers of relevance.
That's right.
Ubese usuvusa uhamba emathanjeni uhamba abhika ispine ithambo elikhulu uvuka nale information uyilawula nge-relevance ukuthi yini ekumele
what must kick at this moment.
Yeah. So lezi zinto lezi when we begin to treat them as physical. Spirit. What are you talking about when you say spirit?
It's an idea. You can't grab it.
You can't grab it. Two words.
That's right.
Spi means spiral. Rit means ritual. So it's spirals that create a ritual that maintains liberty, right?
The spiral of life.
So we are living a spiritual life. That means we have a conduct that is uniform. Yet not formulated. It's not a formula, but it is uniform by virtue of it is a recurring thing because we know it is important for us to use.
The principle of dying and living. It's continuous. It's forever.
There's no memory.
That's
There's
right.
Continuity. Yeah. That's the gist of what I'm saying basically when I'm each and every day you acknowledge that there's like over 1,000 people that you raise from the limbo, the so-called underworld. Yeah, there's about 1,000 to 1,000,000 whenever you resurrect and heal and teach them life again. Yeah, you don't have to be in the ezo manipulate impilo yomunye umuntu ekubeni wawunayo yakhe
lion.
Ngabo asicleanse ube aire so that uzoqhubeka into the next life and become whatever you want. Kunokuthi nje ube into nje. Yabo abantu sebeze be acknowledge igama elisidlozi. Leli gama elisidlozi ngivila ngivele ngibone khona ukuthi even umuntu oyenza ngomzulu akasazi isizulu. Ngoba leli gama elisidlozi akulona igama eli acceptable. Wonke umuntu unethonga which means a hub that they can withdraw from when they need certain resources.
Right.
It's not aligned to anybody, it's for everyone. Every energy goes into the one center.
Lion.
You know? And then now this thing we call it tonga is that it's your own strand that takes you to that hub. It directs you, it's like your navigator, it's your guidance, whatever. Now, from there, you then realize, Wusi, we have access, man.
Yes, right.
Yoguba principal overseers and nurturers of things that are not around us.
Okay.
Now, if we miss it from how we tell it to ourselves, then we mess it up. Because then this is those. It's elinga acknowledge ukuthonga balo lisa umuntu.
That's right.
La impilo elidenounceayo ubuhle bakhe.
A lower self.
Now wahluleka ukaccumulate energy ezomthumela to any dimension ayozalwa kabusha. Now
and then it's a wandering spirit forever.
Usenaka ingane la wayephila khona ukuthi yiphi ingane aligna nayo.
Engizovusa into yami kuyona.
Abese ayithola, abese ngena kuyona ingane ibe ne dideke, you know, bese yini ke manje ithonga eli compromised elikungena ngendloza ingakho liyidlozi
idlozi king
yabo lingena ngendloza ngenkani liyatatazela liyabaleka bafika phela lapha no Rockefeller bayonominate ukuthi imapha ama spirits esizowa revive siwa robotize ahamba ayoplantwa eSouth Africa yabona uzumuntu uthola umuntu ohlala kanongoma ongeke umassociate no Trevor Manuel
the king
Trevor Manuel kuwukuthi yena wavuma ukuthwasela into yamngena ngendlozane eyayithunyelwe ama Rockefeller ayifice
basamfuna for that reason so they can still use it then they associate.
Manje when you are the body of that thing you must make it work. When uyitshela ukuthi
on a parasite
ngihlangene naluso kanti you are the most vicious white monopoly.
But you're just wearing this body.
Kodwa manje i-costume ezalelwe kanongoma ngeke uzitshela ukuthi wena ukuma headquarters.
Kanti inkulu imfihlakalo.
So lezi zinto lezi mani yabona especially lezi eyichazwa ngesintu.
That's right.
Kumele siyibukisise mani. Kumele siyibukisise mani. Siyibukisise mani. So ile nto nje mani yabo manje we need to stop getting excited. The information is amazing, so what? So what? We know that. You know,
but something has to be done about it. It's good to keep the knowledge, but something has to be done about it.
Because man, what we don't get when a man is
then it's pointless.
It's a software that only performs in a hard drive. Is the hard drive applicable for the software? Khona abantu khona umunye umbrother ngamtshela yazi khona izinto manje ezivele zenzeke empilweni. Omunye ubrother wavele wayeka wabuyela ekhaya kubo wathatha imali wayenayo edinga inkomo zakubo wenzani ngithi kuyena ngelinye ilanga siyahlangana ukulezi zinto zo forex uyibank uyiaccountant intini yabona nje sasinayo esikoleni kodwa bengaphambili ngathi yazi kuyena yazi bese kulento esingayiboni ngobuhlakani sibukhiwe ukuthi bu-capable kangakanani kodwa indaba iba kuwena ukuthi uyakunaka ukuthi i-capable for what. Uyikati indaba okwenza imali ezocoverwhelm.
It could be a downfall.
Yazi wangifonela mhlawumbe ebusuku ngo9 wathi efese ngiqeda ukukhala ngithi ukhalelani uze efese yazi ngikhumbula amazwi kaGogo. Wathi uhlakaniphile kodwa ingathi uzobhayisisela. Uze yabo ungitshela lento ngikhumbula leyo ngavele ngathi ngiqedile angisafuni lutho in the city. Uthi anginendaba noma
washawa isuccess
angazi lutho noma ngiyazi kodwa ngiyalapha
I'm done with this
ngiqedile la uthi yazi bese kuyenza lento kwabuya ngisho inkosikazi yami
namanga bese
siyabona ke bese ngisipela nina izinto engizenzayo ngihlanganisa inyongo ngihlanganisa uyothatha ingane ephiwe ingane yomuntu ephiwe uyithathe ngoba umoya wakho uyakutshengisa ukuthi ekuse lo muntu uzoba right for uzophila wena uvela uwenza izinto ezidenounce leyo usuzoyapi
konakala
usuzoyapi ngoba enye into esingayibona njengoba ngisho ngithi yabo ubozwa umZulu methi abake sabahlangane nabakini yazi bese yazi sazi saphilela idenounce yona inalify lento engike ngayisho ekuqaleni noma iprove lento ukuthi akakho umuntu onedlozi.
That's right.
Kuneliviti ehlonipha impilo kamoya
the netter.
Yeah,
that's right.
And then yona ke as Because the more we appreciate it and honor it, the more we expand it.
Of course.
And therefore, you become successful.
Nayo iba excited ngokuthi izinto zakho zipositive.
Ilapho yona manje. So mina ngasho nje manje yabona ngayeka kusawu 6 months lapha eGeso private sinazayi. Ngeke ngisasebenza la.
But that was time.
Yabo ngengangena ngathi ngizobe ngenza imali yokuthi mengiphuma la ngizenzele izinto zami. Ngeke ngiphume ngiyilento ebizoyenza leyo. Wena siyazi umbhaco bewushaya ubeplane abese sibona ukuthi wenza njani. Ngufake lezinto ngwenza ama notes, ngwenza ama grids.
You're working with your hands.
Yeah, ingakho ngathi nje mina manje ngathi
with your hands.
Ingakho ngathi mina it's been 15 years.
Just like
ngispecify on leather kodwa khona usokwazi walibona ku internet unless umuntu othanda into engiyenzile
then they'll follow. Yeah,
ngibuza indaba ngisibafethu ngeke ku YouTube ufica umuntu ozopost video ethi ngokuspend 30 minutes ku YouTube uyalimala kanje bese mina ngiyoba busy ku YouTube ngiyolanda abantu because abantu into esingayinaki ukuthi sithina ama artists esibless abantu engozini ngoba yabo umuntu uyayithola iremedy kuwena seyingoma yakhe yangiphilisa uzoyilanda anywhere la uyibeke khona umuyifaka ku YouTube
uzoyakho
umuyifaka iKG in Peak uzoya khona ingakho abantu abasilandelayo kuze kube ngathi bayilimi because yabaphilisa into esiyenzayo umsebenzi ulele kuwena ukuthi umyisaphi kumuntu ku YouTube.
I guess that's what they say when they say that because an artist is the only person who's given access to operate on the other side. Whatever the other side is, but they can bring things, whether it's images, whether it's clothing, and the kind of you are coming with something that has never existed.
What is the first entertainment? It's the stars.
The
stars. That was what we were entertaining.
They're giving you information.
We are even called stars, man.
Lion, King.
So, yabo, message is exposing stars. We are going to behavior medicine. It's stars because support them. I'm excited. When ubizwa kanjani ngestar kodwa uphoxa abantu
ushintsha
yabo
star is constant.
So it's either yeka lento yenzayo ngoba akekho umuntu obligated ukuthi akafundisa abantu uma ungakwazi ukufundisa abantu yeka ukufundisa abantu yoba udodo wedwa yabo noma ke ube wayihlakaniphi wedwa yabona izolo it's eqala ukuthi isande sokuqala udabuka isibhakabhaka angasho ngathi hayi ngavula amawindi wonke endlini.
That's right.
Ngabheka ibuko phansi ngabheka phezulu ngaphumela eminyango ngafaka ibheshu ngaya
inviting it King.
Haya bese lapho ngimephansi kwesihlahla samango sisi man ngizebe uyasizwa lesihlahla wajika wababomvu waba green kwaseve sikwenzakalani la ngithi nazo ke and the past 2 weeks libele shy fasting is phuzi red clover and chickweed.
Lion
asifune ukuthi i-red clover ne-chickweed siphaphela iganja siyayicraftela bekuthi angiyeke ukucrafta ngiyibeka lapha phansi besikwamele ngisenze izolo ngibhizi sona sihle kanjani bavele bathi nje hayi manje ngathi nje ngingake ngemnyango
sekurayini
bashiya yonke lento la ngayitshali mani yabona nje ngokusho ngibengitshela uma wami nje sikhuluma efonini ngithi ma awukufaste manje esontweni fasta ubuye esontweni uNkulunkulu uyoxhumana naye ngenye indlela noma lisekhaya kwakhe engadini uthi yazi kade ngiyifila lento esho ngithi lento eningayitholi asiyikhulume ngesinkulunkulu uNkulunkulu ufunani kuwena one ufuna umuzwe ngoba usend ama messages then act comes after hearing the message. So uNkulunkulu akafuna ukuthi umemeze uworship ini umlalele ufuna umlalele khona ezoba show ukuthi uzokwenza
manje
excited kwenzakalani athi umuntu kuphakamisa izandla uzithi ukuvulisa ama-tributary ukuvulisa umuphupha yazi umuphupha engathi ungayivula wena yabo these palm lines they glow waqala wangena kwi-deep sleep kwaqala iphupha. These guys come out of you and glow. They are tributaries of your heart.
Yes sir.
They connect with the intra-outer space. You know, so even now lezinto zamaphupha manje yabo fascinating yabo ilezinto so basically, I'm not even trying to act like yabona se brilliant ngokuxoxa kanje.
Lion.
The main thing about this is we want to emphasize on the fact that we must stop treating these things as if they are perfect. Njengoba ngisho ngithi abantu bathi spirits as if bakhuluma ngento e-perceptional kanti into physical. Like I said, 2 words. SPI, spiral. Rit in the spirit is ritual. So it's spiraling rituals. Ngathi kumariare mina ngimbiza kanjalo ubaba uCredo Musa. Segula nje usayi. Usedinga enye hard drive. Ngathi hayi. Umusa ayitshela ukuthi ukhuluma kubantu kumele bazwe ngamadlelo. Hayi khohlwa mdala manje.
You're drumming.
Uzoyilimaza. Intante ngomoya sesizwa ngamaphosi manje. Bayeke nalabo abangayizwa uzobezwa ngelinye.
One day they will turn and say you said it.
Bazokudonsa, bakuzale kabusha. Bakuzale kabusha. Siyabona labantu laba they know manje. Yabona njengoba ngisho nothing is perceptional. There is no place you're going to go to and say you're going to speak. Buka yabo ama-stars. What makes ama-stars sparkly is because it's a magnetic point. Nothing ever meets. Izinto ayihlangani kanje. Ingakho umuntu omthanda kakhulu kuba khona ama-issues.
Because we contrast
until you acknowledge lawo ma-issues. Because it's magnetism.
That's right.
Magnets never meet. Ubone umuhlanganiso magnet
they repel each other.
They
repel each other.
Because man, they are meeting the potential of what they are. And leyo nto leyo inkulu manje. Ngisho ngingatshela umunye uLeti ngisiyazi bese. Uma ufuna ukuba nami sibe couple. Ngicela kuqala wamukele ukuthi asizolala sobabili kuze kuphela unyaka. Ufuna silala we are connecting our magnets ekubeni asikaka wa overstand lama magnets.
You're going in blind, you're just jumping in.
Angena yariphelana ngoba amithana la powerful khona asazi ukuthi kwenzakala.
Causes turmoil.
Exactly. So even ama-stars in the atmosphere. Njengoba ethi uBob Marley, listen, there are mystics in the air. Ukhuluma ngala magnetic points la uthola ukuthi ayahlangana ama-magnets afika ame. So that izinto zizokwenzeka. Now lapha kulama magnetic points uyabona ngisho ebusuku noma umuzizwa ngathi okay we are clear. Uthatha dust ebusuku uyisi kanje.
Scatter.
Uzowabona noma uthatha mekushisa kakhulu ngalendlela emile. Yabo mekushisa kuze kube ngathi uthatha ugwayi. Uthi embobeni mhlambe la ekungena khona ilight
mhlambe with the shadow line.
Yabo ama-stars yabo njengoba uwabuka lapha phezulu. Abuka as bright torches. Ungathi kubekwe ama-lights. Yabo mhlambe ceiling. Ama-fairy lights mhlambe theaters. Now what makes those lights is that where there's a magnetic point, it's a center of attraction. So there's what?
There's energy. There's energy.
So
there's energy.
The interception of those traveling lights, the interception is the constant globe that you see as a torch or as a star. Like
meter con energy.
Like meter con energy. And
then we call it a constant point, a constellation.
And then we will call it a star, we will call it.
That's right.
Exactly, we call it a constellation. Umaz is not even that big. Umaz ungambeka la.
King.
Yabo Umaz uthatha iJupiter uyihlanganise nePluto uyihlanganise neVenus ubabeke la. Uzobabona. Kuukuthi it's why I emphasize on this dialogue thing. It's the more we speak things as they are, the more we don't even have to make sense of them. Just
scale.
Zenze. I talk a lot with my mother because she's been my guru all years.
That's right.
You are one of the most powerful prayer people I know. But
right.
Whenever blessing to Miss Sanders anguzwa uhamisha nje wenza ngithi ma angithandazi mina vocabulary yami yaba umthandazo 24/7.
The stance was made.
Ingakho mina yangitraina mina inkulumo engaphandle kwale enakekela umzimba. Yabo and mina asengayibuka ukuthi into esixabanisayo ukuthi sifuna ukukhuluma ngezinto esingazazi kanti we have something to prove our body.
The starting point.
Once you know ukuthi mengivukile kwabastiff lana, it's because my jugular bengile into eyihloga ama-ventricles ami, so you may find
makes sense.
I-jugular yami ayibuyisi lo igazi eselingcolile libuya ngaphakathi. Then you're gonna stick around and feel, hey, yes, my mood is not right. Hey, this.
What did you ingest?
You know, this, and you're like, well, is your toe even moving? And they're like, hey, yes, it's fine now that you're saying it. I'm like, what do you expect? Your entire nervous system is held. It's
compromised.
Inflamed. You know, so let's take a break and not eat the things you usually eat. You figure out.
The energy is gonna change. There's gonna be a shift.
Better things. Just don't eat the ones you used to.
At least we know what they do to you.
Because manje uzoba ngathi sizama ukuzenza odokotela kuwena. Ngiyandicela asizenze odokotela. Before we go on, may you be aware that the things that we are talking about here are things that we have seen in ourselves. We are not talking as educated doctors. We left that.
There's proof.
Yeah, we're talking about things that we've experienced ourselves. For instance, the other day I was stepping out the house and the sparrows were eating from the rockets that we have planted.
Lion.
Next thing, caterpillars are popping out, you know, butterflies are popping out. Getting that gave me highlighting of a lot of things around me. So that's what I'm here to talk about. Not what you must prove or decipher or debunk.
Sikhuluma ngezinto zasemhlabeni la.
Baba sikhuluma ngokuthi why unwele lakho lile ndlela eliyo.
That's right.
Why izinyo lakho lile ndlela eliyo. Oh, today you have like an influx of veins in your eyes.
What happened?
What happened? Hayi manje siyam expanda wayena uNyRa Hotel la. Yayibona ngoba phela yabo abantu bengisho izolo ngithi menicabanga ichemistry nicabanga abantu ababethuthwa bayofaka ehholo bafundiswe lama symbols noma nicabanga kwawuvuka nje njengoba ubona ingane idlala ebaleni ingagqokile ibizo
it was life going on. Just life going on.
That's why at some stage it was penetrated to be invaded, because it was people who are not Catholic.
Just living.
We must be alright. We are not Catholics here.
They were not following any sanctioned ideology. There was nothing told to them.
Yeah, you know.
There was nothing that they were. It was just listening to what life is saying you must do.
Exactly, and that is the reason why we knew there's such a thing as death, but it didn't faze we. You know, people now are struggling with calendars. Yazi wathi omunye efeso mngakanani ngisayingeke bese yazi owangeqiniso kwangempela nga-induce ukuthi ngikhohle ukuthi ngineminyaka emingaki. Because ngabona leyo nto perpetuates ukuthi ngife.
Exactly, you pushing a number. And you know, once you get to a certain age, you're going to be applying for dying. Now that I'm 60, it could happen any moment.
Ugogo nje wayethi ugogo ufuna ukwazi ukuthi ngazalwa nini? Athi hey mntanami yabo ngelanga engangizala vele kwabhoyila amanzi le yabona umfula lo umzimvubu lo owangakini kwavele kwanyuka umzimvubu ngathi bekunetha ntambama nje kwaqala kwangathi sekuseni kwaqala phansi usuku hamba kuyovula emabhukwini ukuthi kwaku-19 bani-ke lo.
She gives you a story. She gives you a story and you're left to figure it out. It's true. In actual fact, it is true, because in alchemy, the starting point, the external world, the internal world, all of these things are one and the same. Basically, the universe exists because of you.
Exactly.
The sun exists because of you. You rise it, you set it. It's all inside of you. That's right.
When we you see what they call darkness is a pure light that a human constructed brain cannot comprehend.
That's why you can't see it.
Yeah. But
it's beyond you. Beyond you.
But abantu abadala boye bumnyameni izinto ziyabonakala indaba zingekho emini. So kusho ukuthi emini,
beyond your comprehension.
emini, the mere fact that you can't even dream emini uyihambela nje is because your senses have been suppressed somehow. But ebusuku umulele, your senses wake up and be equal, because that's what Ulaila Africa was saying. Ukuthi the neural network, you don't break it and specify it. That's why bengayitholi lento besithi we are dream walkers.
That's right.
Yabona athi uphuphuleli, what do you mean? Emini. Yeah, because we've made it the same now.
Lion.
Yeah, we've made it the same. What made a day is an induction of a technology that disturbs the equator. That's what made a day.
It was an interference.
We were living in our fairy light. That's why ilang blind.
Exactly.
Yeah, because it's giving you the pureness of light. When you say it, it blinds you, but it's now making you one. Ngoba ingaphakathi lakho manje leyo.
Oh fuck.
Yamuvala amehlo ubona ukukhanya ebumnyameni because ngaphakathi kumnyama. So ilanga mase siphuma I'll call it a fairy world whereby sas glow at lighting the so-called darkness.
That's right.
So mase siphuma because of these dimensional wars, because yabo umani mehamba la move on efice any dimension. Uyayibona ukuthi le dimension ileka ngo-80% wonke ukuthi ibe organic. Esikhundleni sokuthi dial code
to heal it.
Mani aniletheni resource ekuwukuthi nokuthi la. Yena uvela afuna ukuzosithatha sithumbe asenzeni ayosibeka lapha yani. That's what messed up the world.
Hence it's like this.
Yeah, that's what messed up the world. Somebody who doesn't phantom ukuthi they can go anywhere. Yabo ngangixoxela uChris uPanadis. uChris isihlangana naye sitholena phezulu senze izinto ezibalekile naye. uZefes yazi kwesinye isikhathi ngiyaphupha ngikubone kwenye indawo ngisilalela. We used to be business partners in Mexico. He was Rafael.
Yes, right.
I was Janico.
And that's the life you lived.
We lived a life as chefs. We met a man from India who showed us Guru sense. In a mountain. We can still go back to it now.
To retrieve
when
if you want
you watch Aladdin, but open sesame,
those things happen.
Yeah. Even in voices. That's why the Kenyans are so beautiful in Texas. Red Indians who were. The moment they are up, they are chanting. We did that. Yabo umufuna ukuthola kahle kahle ukuthi ayikho lento ukuthi sihlukile. Yabo entrance kayo ufica abantu ukuthi ayindlavini onombolo. Abathi mebecula bacula nge-throat but Mongolia, Eastern Europe.
Yes, that's right.
Indlavini like hayibo. What's going on?
Chanting.
You go to Americas in the chinos.
They're resurrecting. What is that?
It's that one hub. The pyramids in Pumalanga.
That's right.
Those were the dialers. They connected the Peru side so you can access the Latin world while you're here. These things, we created them because there were people that were not touching a certain climates. Khona abantu abazalelwe la abangayazi winter from ancient times. Mekuphela winter mekuzoqala winter bayamuva.
They follow the sun.
They follow the sun. Baze babuye futhi. Babe lento yayenziwa ngalama dialers, lama pyramids high. Yabo yayenziwa ngalama dialers, ama pyramids.
Wathola ko Aztec, wathola nje
Tanzania.
That's right. They come up. Khona manye that have been believed to be mountains, just mountains. But now they're deciphering with no, wait a second. It's the same coordinates.
Yeah.
They were still mapping the sun. These people are mapping the sun.
Yep.
And those chanting voices, this glossolalia that they were using.
Yeah.
Stamping their feet.
Yeah. You're picking up the voodoo, from your knees.
That's right.
From your heels, your knees, your toes. Uyakutshela uMariara athi mubeke i-back head wabeka isisende phansi uxhumene nabantu bakini abaphele.
Facing up.
Yeah, because you are now a baby in the amniotic fluid.
You are one with the stuff of life.
All of it. The unimaginable and the imagined already.
The alchemical child. Yo! Asebonga King. Asebonga King. Wow. Knowledge. Strong King. No. Clean. Now you just purify the air, King.